Hi guys, guess what? Groovy needs some PT. Groovy here. Just wanted to show you a few of the exercises that I've been doing to help with my popping shoulders and my golfer's elbow, which is not from golfing because I hate golfing. At least I think I do. I've never actually done it except for putt-putt, which is fun, but I don't do that enough for that to have bothered my elbow. I think the elbow trouble and even maybe the shoulder trouble are a little bit from being too aggressive, doing some upper body exercises with weights, and maybe progressing a little more quickly than my body was ready to adjust to. Consequently, I'm having to back off a little bit with the weights I'm using for my workouts, and I'm doing some physical therapy exercises to help me just get back having full mobility without popping and without pain. Without further ado, here's what I've been doing. The first thing I'm going to do are the two exercises that I do specifically for the elbow. Golfer's elbow pain is pain in this part of your elbow. I think it's the inside of the elbow. You feel it right in here. My right elbow is much more painful. My left one doesn't really give me a whole lot of trouble, but it's painful enough that I'm only using 3 pounds of weight for this. If your elbow's really bad and you're not used to doing any weight, you might want to try this with a can from your cupboard or even a 1 pound weight and see what you've got. That'll help you. So we're gonna lay nice and flat this way, and we just slowly lower, and I let the weight roll right out to the end of my fingertips and slowly come up, always staying really controlled. Okay, you're gonna wanna do about 6 to 15 of those. The second exercise that I'm gonna do does some rotation, and I'm gonna take this same 3 pound weight, I'm gonna hold it up like this, and now I'm gonna relax my arm on the table and just slowly tip that way and roll this way and just keep it really controlled. And again, we'll try 6 to 15. In addition to the 2 weighted exercises I just showed you, that you can also do a simple stretch that really helps stretch out that sore muscle that's attached with that tendon. You can tell I'm not a physical therapist because I'm not using fancy names. You want to bend your wrist back, and we're going to pull this back. You want to make sure that you actually relax enough that you're actually stretching in through here. Sometimes I just end up pulling my fingers back. That's not what we want to do. We want the whole hand coming back. Okay, so bring the whole hand back and then straighten that arm, and it'll get that stretch just right up. You can feel it go right up here, right up to that sore point in the elbow. You can also just gently massage around the elbow. And if the pain is particularly bad, icing it is always a good idea. And I find that that brings a great deal of pain relief if you use ice. The other exercises and stretches I'm going to do are all for the shoulders because my shoulders tend to pop, especially when I make lateral moves. And if you're having problems with your shoulders, a lot of times that will manifest through your elbow or your wrist. One of the things I'm learning that's really important is my hand alignment when I'm doing pulls, is making sure that my wrist, my forearm, my elbow are all lined up. So I don't have my hand cocked off to the side when I'm holding the bars or the dumbbells, and I have that good alignment. Or if I'm doing a pull-up, make sure my wrists aren't twisted weird, and that really helps. Also making sure those elbows aren't flailing out. So let me show you those shoulder stretches, okay? The first thing I'm going to want to do to help get my shoulders loosened up so that they're not popping is the wall slide. Unfortunately, I am not limber enough to be able to do the slides on the wall, and so I do them on the floor. I let gravity help me get that little bit of extra extension. So I'm just gonna lay down like this, and I really only have to do about 5 because I'm gonna do them really slow. Ideally, my forearms would be on the floor, but I actually cannot do that. Once I warm up, they'll get closer, But this is about as good as it gets for me. I do try to concentrate on drawing them down toward the floor without doing this with my hands. And then I'm just going to slide slowly up and slowly down. Do 5 of these. So you do 5 of those and use better body alignment and tighten that core better than I did. I have a band that's all broken. This one's actually just perfect for me to do these. This really helps with the shoulders. I love these so much. So I'm going to hold this band. It's a nice stretchy one, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And I'm going to do a nice slow controlled stretch out to both sides like this. And I'm going to come back. And now I'm going to do angled stretches. One this way. And one this way. And we'll do 5 of those too. So that was 1. And there's 5. Those feel so good. Okay, and the next one is we're going to get into a child pose. Knees out a little bit. You're right down in here. Like this. We're going to relax into that a little bit. And then we're just going to extend one arm. Extend that shoulder. And bring it back. Do the other. You should really feel it pull and stretch in through the whole shoulder area. And I'm going to do each of those 5. Okay, that's 5 of each. One of the exercises I've had difficulty doing is lateral raises because they cause my shoulders to pop and crack very uncomfortably. However, and ironically, one of the cures for shoulder popping is doing, you guessed it, lateral raises. So the difference is we do them with really light weights. I'm doing 5s. We're going to do them very slowly. And we're also going to only do 5 of them. So let's see if we get any shoulder popping and cracking when I do these. Oh no, that's nice. No popping, no cracking. I was told you could also do them like at a slight angle out this way toward the front too. And that just helps work a little bit of a different part of the shoulder. Again, I'm not a physical therapist. I'm just doing what I've been told to do. All right, my shoulders didn't even pop once, and that makes me very happy. All right, and the last couple of exercises I have are both done on the floor. I'm gonna lay on my side. I'm gonna bend, which one? My top leg. Takes a while, I'm not real coordinated. Then my top leg, my bottom hand goes on my knee to kind of stabilize. This is the arm that's doing the work. Just gonna get my thumb out like I'm going hitchhiking, and I'm just gonna make really slow circles as close to the floor as I'm able to do it. I am not as flexible as some folks with the shoulder. And I'm gonna do 5 of these very slow. And actually, I should be turning my body more toward the back, get a thoracic stretch there. And if you get too much popping and grinding doing these circles, you can also just simplify it by going forward, back, forward, back. The last exercise is these guys. All right, we're going face down in the oatmeal here. Put your arms back like this. You can have thumbs out or thumbs up, doesn't matter. First you're going to pull your shoulders back and engage them, and then lift your arms as high as you can. You can also do those with weights. I'm still choosing not to because I still feel like I'm kind of babying these shoulders a little. So there you go. Those are some therapy exercises I'm doing so that I will continue to be able to work on my pull-ups and chin-ups and doing shoulder work and lat raises and things like that. So I hope that helps you. All right, God bless. Bye-bye.